This section of the model here includes the nephrons and some of the smaller vasculature. Over here on the large kidney, the little dots and tubules are enlarged in this section of the model. You can see coming up on the one side an interlobar artery and vein, and an arcuate artery and vein going across. The arcuate artery and vein is a boundary between the cortex and the medulla. All the structures in white on this section are part of the nephron and collecting duct. Each one of the white dots represents a small white dot on the larger section of the model. These are renal corpuscles. A couple of the renal corpuscles have been cut open to show the vascular structures inside. These are the tubules of the nephron. The tubule leaving the renal corpuscle is a proximal convoluted tubule. That passes through a number of folds and twists and begins going straight down toward the medulla. That becomes the descending limb of the loop of Henle. Loops of Henle pass at least partway through the medulla, so the loop extends down on the descending side, folds back up, and ascends on the opposite side. So this becomes the ascending limb, going up toward the cortex. The ascending limb in the cortex begins to fold and twist again, becoming the distal convoluted tubule. That distal convoluted tubule ends at a collecting duct. Several different distal convoluted tubules plug into the collecting duct. Directing urine down toward the calyces, the large drains on the bigger kidney. You can always tell proximal and distal tubules easily. Proximal tubules always arise from the renal corpuscle. Distal tubules always end at a collecting duct. From there, you can easily locate the descending limb of the loop of Henle off the proximal tubule, and the ascending limb goes into the distal tubule. On the vascular structures, this artery extending between the renal corpuscles is an interlobular artery. There are small branches going off the interlobular artery toward the renal corpuscles. These are afferent arterioles. Afferent arterioles direct blood off the interlobular artery and through these little filtration apparatuses, the glomerulus. From there, blood will pass through into an efferent arteriole and go into a network of peritubular capillaries. Peritubular capillaries are only found out in the cortex, and they surround the proximal and distal tubules. You can also see a vascular network in the medulla that follows the loops. This is the vasa recta. The peritubular capillaries you can see go back into an interlobular vein, and both the interlobular vein and the vasa recta rejoin the arcuate artery or the arcuate vein.